Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today we're going to draw Pandora's Armour Doom from Fortnite and also in Marvel at the moment. So let's go in there at the top and start drawing him in. So his head's going to be up here and he's kind of going to be facing over, sort of facing kind of this way. Maybe his head's sort of straight on. So arms, legs here. So let's go in there. There's the center. Let's go put his head sort of about here. Okay, so I'm going to do his hood. Kind of comes out a bit like this, up and around and down like that. Okay. This area on the left, sort of part, the hooded part there, kind of comes down sort of a bit more sort of straighter. So what I do, I'm gonna from that point, I'm just gonna work it up around like that, and then down. Then we've got another sort of piping part, sort of the material, sort of the gold part. So we're just going to follow that line again and just be a bit further inside. Like that. There we go. Okay, cool. It's got his like bar in the middle there. And there's two sort of circles around there. So really we've got a circle I'm going to pop there. And a circle we're going to pop there. Then we'll just join that up with a curved bar in the middle. So 1, 2 like that. Then we've got space there for his head. So his chin's going to be sort of here. So I'm just going to like mark that out with a line there. It kind of like continues up into the mask and all this area is quite dark. So I'm just going to pop at the moment like a diagonal line up either side. Colour that in with the black pen. Okay, now I've got that. Let's pop a little nose in. So I'm just going to put a straight line in, sort of about here. And then it's got it's kind of like the face mask has kind of got an edge to it. So I'm just going to pop a little line up from that nose there, like an upside down T, I suppose. Going to put the brows in next. So just going to do a diagonal line either side, sort of around here. Just going to kind of go up to the edge either side of the piping we've just drawn. And then what I'm going to do is try and get the eyes in. So they're quite, it's weird, it's all like quite human eyes. So I'm going to just curve around that either side. Make sure I've got a little bit of white within there. And then in that area there, I'm going to have a little dot. So just pop a dot there. Dot there for the eyes. And then what I'll do is just add just a little bit of brow along the top, like diagonal line again, okay? Then let's put his famous kind of like mouth. So that is going to be sort of 3 lines around here. So just going to put under the nose, 1, sort of 2, 3, like that. And then we can try and kind of just put a little kind of idea of a sort of lip and chin just under there. And then for the cheek area, it kind of goes up and around. So it kind of goes like up and around like that, curve, up and around like that. Then I'll just maybe just put a little curve there and down either side where the teeth are for his face, okay? Cool. These circles, I'm just going to put little circles in them. It's like a little bit of piping around there. Okay. And then let's look at his shoulder pads. We've got big old shoulder pads on. They come out from these circular bits. So they kind of come sort of out from the back of him. So what I'm just going to do is just put a diagonal line next to the circle and really come out there. Same thing here, but I'm going to come out from like the edge of that sort of hood. Come out and then down like that. This side, similar sort of thing, come out, down like that. This one's slightly bigger because you can see more of this arm. Then what we'll do, we'll just complete it. So I think it's got like a curve bit here. So I'm just gonna pop a chunky curve bit in there. Same on this side, just pop a curve in like that. And then it kind of like sticks out and goes back in again. So it kind of just comes out again, a bit like the top. Comes out and then back into that point there. Okay, that's all we need to show on that arm. This one kind of comes out, we see a little bit more of it, so it curves along down there. and then it kind of comes out, kicks out there and in. Okay, cool. Now I've got those shoulders in. Let's have a look at that torso. So this big old chest plate on the Pandora Armour is the next thing we're going to do. So we're just going to really kind of like has his chest sort of out quite proud. So I'm going to, I guess, just come out, pop it around like that, just a curve, and match it up sort of in the center here like that, and then bring it out on the other side, and then we can just bring it up. It comes in a little bit like a little wave out, and then just join it underneath that circular area. So just do a line up like that. Okay, boom, we've got that chest plate in. Cool. Now I've got that, I can kind of work out just where the rest of his torso is. So I'm just going to be wary where his arm is here, but it kind of does kind of come down in a diagonal here where the back of his torso is. So I'm going to pop just a diagonal line in there at the moment, just like a bit of a marker really. Under here, let's just pop a little dot like that. Okay, and then let's just join these up with a little curve. Okay, little curve from that edge up to there like that. This side, I'm gonna just have it kind of just pops out like this, so a little curve outwards, and then comes in and will match up with this little point here. So just join it up like that. Then what I can do is work out where his belt is. So the belt comes underneath this point here, and it kind of is like a little curve, a bit like how a book would be. It's like a little sort of shield sort of thing. So I'm just going to pop a little dot there. Yeah. Then we're going to do a little arc either side, and then we're going to just bring that down, like taper it in. Nice sort of chunky belt he's got, and then just pop a line in like that. Okay. Might just go over that again. It just neatens it up a bit. Cool. Okay. Now I've got that in. Just a little line here for his like the torso underneath the armor, and in here too. And then we can draw a belt in. So the belt's going to come along to about here. Let's just put a line in from there, probably about here. Let's just put a line in there, join it up, and just finish that torso off there. Then we can see the belt from this side, so it just kind of comes around like that. Cool, okay, just join it up there. And if I am going too fast, then don't worry, you can just pause it, rewind, go back to what you need to do, do as less or as more detail as you want. Just make it your picture, and that's what's fun about doing it. All right. Next up, I'm just going to come down here and start doing the legs. So we're kind of going to come down, I would say, he's got like his robe, the front part of the robe probably comes down to about here. Just put a little marker there. Yeah. And then just from the outer point of these two bits and the sort of the belt buckle, just gonna taper out either side of that like that. And then we're gonna join it up. 1, 2, like that. Cool. Now I've got that in, I'm gonna flare out like the additional parts of the robes here. This I might just bring out just a little bit further. So just bring it out a bit further than this point here. Yeah. Put a line in about there. And then we can just join that up. This side, we're going to come from about this point. Just kind of curve it down, come a little bit further down. And then I think this side kind of flares out a bit like this. A little bit more. Just join that up as well. So just a nice little curved line there. Okay, this is looking good. Let's look at the legs and the knees now. So, got a leg, kind of the stance. You know, think about his legs coming out here. He's got one leg that comes out here. So I'm just gonna pop in a couple of little lines there, and a leg that really, this side probably come down here, probably down sort of about there. Yeah, okay. Now I've got those sort of marked out. I'm going to do his knee pads, and those are basically kind of like little diamonds. So I'm just going to do maybe a point there. First of all, let's do this one. Let's pop a point here. They're quite chunky knee pads. Then what I'm going to do, just do 2 more, mark it out, and we're just going to draw those in, right? Just join up the dots. Cool, now I've got that in. He's got a little bit of armor on this side. It kind of just comes out from here. It kind of comes out like diagonally. So I'm just gonna bring out this kind of diagonally from those edges and then just join them up 2 little lines like that. Join up the leg. That kind of leg area can go into there. Now let's look at this side. So again, we're going to do like a diamond. Top's going to be there. It's going to come out to probably about this point, come into about here, and then down to about this point. All right, and let's do it. Let's just join those dots up. Yeah, cool. This foot is heading out this way a bit more. So the shin's going to be here. The back of his arm or his legs here. So I'm just going to continue where that corner is there. Just going to bring it up like that. Just join up that leg there. Okay, now I've got those in. Let's look at the shins. So this leg first continues kind of this way. So I'm going to draw down to maybe about here. Just kind of come out a bit because it's like big chunky metal armor boots. So come out a little bit, then we can taper it down, okay? Just going to taper that down like that. On this side, we're just going to come out from this point. So again, a bit further out, and we can bring it down to about here. So just bring it down like that, okay? Cool. This side, the foot's going this way, so we see a bit more of a curve here. So from that point on the knee pad there, just going to bring like a nice little curve like that. Then about there, I'm going to bring it up to here, and the calf muscle's about there. So we're just going to do a curve that comes out a bit, like out like that and in. Nice little curve for those legs, okay? Right, so he's got like a little kind of almost like little buckles on his shoes to help the armor. So I'm just going to sort of kind of show that. Let me put a point there, maybe a point here. Just going to sort of join those up and draw a little triangle like this. Okay, cool. Let's put a little heel in on this side. So it's got a little heel, just comes down here, and the foot is this way. Sort of the toes probably about, I don't know, about there. Join that up like that. Just a bit of a curve. Bring it around and then just match up to the heel area. Cool. This side, we're going to draw this thing here, but it's going to be sort of more straight on. So I think it probably is a little bit straighter there. I'm just going to pop 2 dots in there, and let's just match those up to the corners there. So we kind of show that off there. And then we've got a foot here, so I'm just going to draw a little line where the heel is, bring it in, and then the foot's probably going to come around to here. So just going to bring it out, bring it around to there, a bit of a curve, and around ankle there and up. Cool, now he's got that little stance on him, okay? Right, now I've got those bits in, let's look at doing the arms. Let's get this arm in first on the left-hand side. So this will come down this way. It kind of comes behind the arm a little bit. So there's a little bit of material there on his arm, and then I'm just going to kind of just draw that in. And then he's got sort of armor on his bicep. So that armor there, I'm going to bring down to about here. Just bring it out and round. Join it to the back there. Then there's a little sort of gap. So I'm just going to colour that in, a little sort of arc. It's like a bit of a chip. And what we can do then is we're just going to draw out. There we go. Just fill in those back bits. Just draw it out a bit where the gauntlet of him is. And then we can just bring that in. So bring it into probably about sort of this point here. Yeah. Just match that up. Put a curve in around here. And match this bit up as well. Just like that, okay? Just pop a little hand in here. So the thumb's going to be here. So all I'm going to do is kind of from this point, just draw a little thumb that comes around like that. And then it's got like a finger that comes sort of out like this. Join it in, and then the fingers behind, we can kind of just sort of just give a hint that they're there behind him, and just join up the hand area there. Cool. On this side, similar sort of thing. We're going to draw sort of this bit again. So there's a little sort of curve around here, like a little bit of piping first of all, kind of comes around, and then we can like just join up that bit there. Now I can put in the bicep sort of piping, so it's going to come out a little bit. Just draw a line down probably to about, what, there. On this side, it's going to come straight down where the tricep is, like that. This side I'm going to draw his big chunky gauntlet now. So I'm going to come out again, like this side. So I'm really going to kind of bring it out on the side there. And then we can just taper it down, come a bit lower, maybe to about here. I'm just going to bring that down and just curve it down like that. This side, I'm going to bring it down like this. Comes a little bit further on this side, goes in, kind of goes up here, like that, and then just join it up so there's a little bit of a lip. On these two actually, I'm just going to put these in, there's big sort of lines where the gauntlet area is on the edge. Now I've got that in, I'm just going to do a little diagonal line there, just join it up. And on this side I think similar sort of thing, so we're just going to kind of just show that there. So just put a little line in there, it's all good. Let's put a little hand in here, so just going to draw a little thumb coming out there, comes out a bit where the hand is there, and then we'll just draw a little sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers like that. Cool. Okay, let's put him on a bit of ground. So sort of, maybe sort of like rocky terrain, it kind of goes up like that. Okay, that's cool, like that. Nice to, I always quite like grounding the picture. And then I'll just match up this hood area here actually around there. That's cool. Right, next stage, let's look at the detail of the Pandora Armour Doom. So let's get in there, have a little look. At the top, we've done a little bit of detail on the face already, so I think that's fine. And as we come to the chest plate, there's maybe a little V in the center here, so it kind of comes down like this way. I'm just going to pop a dot there, put a little V there. Maybe I'll just join this up here. I think there's a little bit of piping on this point, so I'm just going to draw a line across there. And then let's have a look. He's got, it's almost like wings like popping out here. So in this area here, I'm just going to do 2 little dots there, kind of like in the center. Then what I'm going to do is just draw the golden part of it, so it really comes up like really high like that. Curve there, and a curve there. Then bring it out down this way from that point we've made. So just bring it out like that. Same with this one, bring it out there. Then we can bring it up, nice curve there, either side. Then it kind of comes in a bit, so we're just going to do like a little curve and out, and then just a curve in, join it up at the top there where you can, join it up like that. Cool. And the center point, I'm going to put a dot there because there's like a little arrow just in this point here. So I'm just going to draw like a little triangle like that, and then almost like an arrowhead. I won't join it up in the middle because then it kind of comes down to that piping area here to the edge. And then I'm going to pipe around it. So where I'm coming out here, just will bring it around up here, kind of comes up a bit more, around like that. This side, I think what I'll do is I'm just going to just go to the edge there. Maybe there's a little hint in that point there too. And he's got some like little patterns in there, so I'm just going to do some little swirly little bits. So it's almost like just some little like circular little swirls and curls. Kind of just help show it's like a plate and there's a bit of detail on there. But you can do as much as you like, or even like, you know, you don't even have to do it. It's up to you, it's your picture. The chest plate almost has like a little edge to it there, so I'm just going to do a little line in the center there. Okay. Right, now I've got that in. I think here, there's a point there, just a little like upside down V that goes in there. And then what I'll do, I'm just going to pipe type the edge of this chest plate. So I'm just going to bring it around like that, bring it around like that. In here, I'm going to draw a curve, okay? So it kind of, actually there's a point here where I'm going to join that there, and I'm actually going to just colour that bit in with black. And then right here, there's like a little curve. So I'm going to pop in like a little curved bit and up. And then there's like 3 little bits where it's a bit of a brighter green. So I'm going to do 1, 2, like 3 little ovals there, okay? Colour those in later. Right, let's continue downwards. So the belt area, it's kind of piped. So I'm going to just draw in a little sort of piped area around that, so we can colour that in gold later. Again, there's a bit of detail on the buckle, it kind of comes to the middle, so maybe there's just a couple little marks, little lines that go to the centre there. In the middle here, I'm going to do a few little rivets, so just going to do a few little circles there, just on that point there. And then as we work down to this point, I'm going to pipe all the edges around here first of all, so just going to go around there, just pipe in these areas, like that, get an edge in here, and around here, same here. Then there's a little bit of pattern on here as well, so just going to draw like a little sort of swirl up, and then bring it out, again like a little swirl up, bring it out, and then a couple of little sort of swirls around here. I'm just going to make sure I've got a little bit of area so I can just sort of colour it in later on with a bit of yellow as well. Cool. These legs, I think it's really effective actually with a little bit of black going on, so just going to fill the leg in. Cool, just helps the character pop. And then with the pads here, what I'm going to do, these knee pads, kind of like sort of from the center point there, it kind of just comes out. So let's just put a little V in, a little hint of that on there. And then there's a similar sort of thing going on with the boots. So I'm just going to kind of go here, maybe just put 3 points, and we're just going to put like little curved V's in. Same here, but it kind of will end about there. So just sort of put a little point, put a little curve. And then when it gets to the feet, I'm just going to put a few little curves in to make it look effectively like armour. Okay? Right, now I've done that bit, let's get back up to the top here. And I think at this point up here, we're going to pipe around the shoulder pads. So I'm literally going to bring it in here, just pipe around those area there. Same up here, it's got to really like pipe it in over side there. Then there's a few little swirls up here, so just going to kind of give a little sort of idea of like a swirl up here. Maybe another little one at the top there as well. Cool. Okay, moving down to these points. Just gonna, they're like piped with bands of gold, so just gonna add like a top piping, then just pop a couple more in. So 1, 2, I think it's all it needs. 1, 2, like that. Yeah, that's fine. This point in here, I think these points are golden anyway. There's like little rivets, I think, going on the edges, so I'm just gonna pop like little arrows going on there. And I think I'll just actually leave those and do those gold in a minute. A little bit of piping on here, so just sort of pipe in and around the edge, and I can do that here. Then there's like a, it gets really, really intricate here, so maybe I'll just sort of put a few little swirls in, just in black, just around this this gauntlet. When it gets to the gloves, what I think I'll do is just again, like a bit like the feet, just draw in some little like curved bits around the fingers. Always really effective, like banding the fingers and things like that. It always looks really good. Right, I think that's pretty much it for the detail on the picture. Let's get in there, I think, and start to colour it. So to get myself a nice yellow first of all, just going to start sort of populating the yellow areas. So I'm going to do a yellow and a gold. So I really want to sort of put more of the yellow on the left hand side, just get a little hint of that yellow all around here, just on the edges there. Sort of piping as well. Go down to here, sort of half, it's almost like half of it is like that colour. Same on here, we can fill it in around here. I think it's just a little hint really. I'm going to just do that front part actually, that colour, and then maybe you'll see there's a few little bits around the edge, so maybe just on the edge. Around there too. Now I've got that in, let's get a more of a goldy colour. This will be more of the sort of the colour that I want to use. It's all like gold coloured armour. So start filling that in, populating those areas. It's looking good. If you are liking what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to the channel. All those subs, and if you've already subscribed, thanks ever so much. Do appreciate it, and I'll keep on doing the drawings. Please do suggest in the comments who you'd like to see, and I'll do my best to try and do that. Okay, try and get those characters and skins drawn up on the Art Draw channel. Just going to get a more yellowy pen, just so that's that sort of, oh, that's it, that sort of vibrance. That's working good, that's working good now. That nice sort of zingy pop. Maybe just leave a little bit of light there, like the light sort of bouncing off the material. This side here. Cool, okay. Let's get a nice sort of lighter green first of all. Just do the sort of halfway point now on the character, where I just want to do sort of a bit of it in this lighter green, and then the rest can be in a darker green. Okay, let's get that nice sort of darker Doom green that we like. Yeah, that's the one. Go around there, fill it in, there's the edge on here. And then as it comes to this point, I'm going to do sort of half is in this colour. Nice, okay. Let's go in there and get a grey. So I'm just going to pop sort of that metal armour is going to have a nice sort of grey. So again, I'm going to kind of just work around it. Just do the more the left hand side with the sort of a steel kind of colour. Belt area, these rivets. So we go in here, maybe I'll just leave a little bit of light in the middle here so it shows the light sort of bouncing off it. Down here. Right, okay. Now I've got just a little bit of a base. I'm going to get myself a darker grey, and I just want to fill in sort of more of a Doom sort of darker grey, really sort of hits. Yeah, that's good. There's a little bit, just the edge, circular parts there. One section there, the back of his hand, the back of here. This dark in here, so it's really going to make that pop. Come around here, that. Nice, okay, it's starting to work now. And then we've got the legs, so in here I think nice little, just little flourishes of just lines. Sometimes really helps picture pop a bit. Let's just go back in a little bit more yellow. There's a few areas that are kind of just missing there, so in here, around there, this little area there. It's starting to come together now. Nice, and then just get that mask done. So first of all, again, I'm just gonna go into the middle, just be careful, just add a bit of this grey around here, and then just get that darker one, just add a bit of sort of shading to the edge, becomes really effective then. Yeah, that's it, it's looking good. Nice bit of grey in here. And then I think his belt is actually quite brown, so I'm just going to go grab myself a brown pen. Let's just pop that belt in. Just go around those rivets. Okay. Right, now I'm pretty happy with that. It's going to pop his cape in. So got all that in there. Just need a little hint of a cape coming around here. So from this point here with the black pen, just gonna kind of swoop out like that. Draw a little bit, just a little bit there. That's gonna swoop up as well. And swoop it up like that. Then I'm just gonna pop a bit of piping on like that. And then the inner part of it's gonna just come around there, and the rest I think is kind of just hidden behind him. Okay, cool, now I've got that in. Let's just, again, sort of just get a bit of nice colour there, that bit of that yellow. And then his cape is going to be very dark, so I'm going to do this green. So the outer part is that nice classic Doom green there, and then what I will do, I'll fill it in that green, but I think I might use the grey, the dark grey as well, just to give it a bit of a deeper tone, and then just help everything else just sort of stand out. Give that a go. So let's get that darker grey. Just bring it up along there. First of all, just maybe in this area too. The hands. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then what I'll do is just get the chisel tip. Let's try this. Just pushes it back a bit. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. Just start pushing back. Nice sort of shading. Pop in there. Nice, that looks good. Right, now I've got that in. Let's just go around the edges a little bit. Just sort of enhance the edges. Pick just to help make it just pop a little bit. A little bit of chunky edging. If you've got any gaps at this point, you can just kind of fill them in. Many things have gone out of the lines a little bit. Just fill those areas in too. It's all good. Yeah, it just adds a little bit of extra sort of comic bookness to our character. Go around that cape and just build into the arms, and yeah, it just helps it make it just that little bit more kind of imposing, which is kind of what we want for Doctor Doom, right? Okay, around here, kind of just chunk it out so the lines, making that outer line just work just that little bit harder. And maybe what I'll do here, just bring it in there. Maybe just have new little comic book lines as well. Just in there. Cool. Let's put him on a grey barren background around here. And there we go. Alright, let's get that green again. So that is Pandora's Armour Doom on Art Drawer. Thanks for watching. Let's pop that in. So Pandora's Armour. Let's change it to the chunky tip. Doom on Art Drawer. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye.